You know, I'm really glad that we're here together. If we were gonna die, at least it was with you.
I don't love you.
Excuse me?
I said...
No, I heard you. What do you mean?
Well, this whole impending doom thing has me thinking, you know, if I'm gonna get into there, then I have to be honest.
So, what you're telling me is that you think some higher power is just gonna let you waltz into heaven just because you were fucking honest with me?
Well, yeah, that's like the whole point.
You gotta be fucking joking.
Come on, you can't be mad at me.
You've gotta be fucking kidding me.
This could be our last moment alive together.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I'm guessing you're a bit upset at me? So what do we do now?
Wait, I guess.
Citizen Dog, Thai cinema against Southeast Asian cinema. Human beings love categorization, especially cinema scholars. We seek out patterns in order to make sense of the world around us, especially when it comes to things we don't fully understand. When we make sense of new information, our first instinct is to relate it to things we already understand. This can be helpful when one is first digesting new information. However, it can also lead to broad generalizations that may leave out important details. This broad generalization is what brought us to the term Southeast Asian. This term may be helpful when looking at the region throughout a geographical lens, as the country it encompasses are located in the southeast of Asia, but its usefulness becomes limited when looking at the cultures, histories, and traditions of the nations within the region. The term becomes less relevant when looking at the cinematic traditions of Southeast Asian nations. Southeast Asian can refer to Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. The film industries of these nations have been given an umbrella term by film scholars, Southeast Asian cinema. While there are many differences between the nations listed, it is important to point out that there are cultural elements that are shared between them, including building techniques, language structures, belief in the supernatural, close ethnic ties, and other similarities that developed over the centuries. That being said, the United States and the United Kingdom also share many cultural similarities, yet the term English cinema has been applied to the similar cinematic traditions they share. Southeast Asia is an incredibly diverse place, with each nation having different relationships with colonization, religious beliefs, cultural values, and cinematic traditions. While one can spend days comparing and contrasting different Southeast Asian cinematic traditions, for the sake of time, we only need to look at one example. In order to see why Southeast Asian cinema is too broad of a term, let's take a look at the mise-en-scene of the satellite 2004 Thai film Citizen Dog, directed by Wisa Sansanakian. Citizen Dog follows a rural boy named Pod who, despite his grandmother's warnings about growing a tail, moves from rural Thailand to the bustling capital city of Bangkok. According to the film, Bangkok is a chaotic city where literally anything can happen at any time, and all its citizens are just as unpredictable and strange. The first thing audiences may notice is the dazzling use of color that makes every scene pop. The overwhelming amount of color packed into every scene mirrors the brilliant Buddhist paintings that adorn the walls of temples throughout Thailand. Traditional Thai artwork is famous for its use of brilliant colors including blue, red, and gold. In an article, Color Research on Thai Wall Painting in the Ayutthaya and Bangkok Dynasties, it explains that, quote, Thai art began to use a broader palette of colors, and an elegant style of painting unique to Thailand was perfected, end quote. This use of color, seemingly pulled straight from Thailand's unique artistic traditions, gives Citizen Dog a uniquely Thai aesthetic. Categorizing Citizen Dog's use of color as an aspect of Southeast Asian cinema erases its uniquely Thai identity. Thai cinema and the Thai identity at large is something unique to Thailand. While most nations in Southeast Asia has been heavily influenced by their histories of colonization and the recent creation of new nations, Thailand was lucky enough to remain a relatively independent and strong nation throughout its history. Thailand's independence has allowed Thai culture to develop uninterrupted and has created a very unique Thai identity not shared by other Southeast Asian nations. This is exemplified by the uniquely Thai imagery of Citizen Dog, specifically its depiction of Bangkok. Thailand is a country stuck between the modern world and centuries of unique traditions. This dichotomy between modernization and tradition is at the forefront of Thai cinema. Author Rachel Harrison explains more about Thailand's modernity in Thai cinema in her article, Amazing Thai Film, The Rise and Rise of Contemporary Thai Cinema on the International Screen. Harrison wrote that, quote, many contemporary Thai film displays clear anxieties with regard to the corrosive external cultural effects of modernity and globalization, end quote. Citizen Dog depicts Bangkok as a chaotic place where everyone is just as crazy as the breakneck pace of life in the city. In contrast to the beautiful countryside that Pod came from, the cannery in Bangkok that Pod finds employment at is shown as a concrete prison filled with overworked employees. While the bright colors of Pod's workplace match the film's uniquely Thai look, the factory itself is a foreboding monument to industrialization. The look of the factory perfectly combines Thai traditions with anxieties of modernization. Perhaps the colorful yet cold cannery is a symbol for what Thailand is becoming. The uniquely Thai mise-en-scene of Citizen Dog is too culturally specific to place under the umbrella term of Southeast Asian cinema. Perhaps the cinematic traditions of different Southeast Asian countries should be looked at individually, rather than being placed under an umbrella term that may cause the things that make each local film industry unique to be overlooked.